So it's actually like 5 p.m. or something, and so we've been at the Braunston Historic Boat Rally all day today. But because we've been in Braunston for 2 weeks, or we've been in Braunston longer than 2 weeks, but we've been on this mooring for 2 weeks, we shouldn't really stay here tonight, and we've had enough of Braunston and the sheep. As wonderful as it is, it's time to go. So we are going to head up the 4 locks that we have remaining and through the Braunston Tunnel.
Yes, this will be the end of our time in Braunston for now.
Until the next
and
time.
then towards Milton Keynes. And we're still trying to figure out exactly what our destination is going to be in the next little while.
Yeah, so basically we've had a complete change of plan, because last we were talking about was heading towards Birmingham through Leamington Spa and Stratford and that kind of area, but
it just makes more sense for us to be closer to Luton, which is where my brother will be arriving.
yeah, and when Michael's brother's here, they want to spend some time in London, so it's more sensible for us to go.
Although I am going to try and show them stuff outside of London, because, like it or not, people who are not from England, it turns out there is actually a lot of stuff outside London.
And we're still undecided about whether we're just going to hop down the Grand Union and come back here, or whether we should carry on to London, do all of that, and then head back up the Thames.
Yeah, and up the Oxford again.
Who knows?
Because that would allow us to cut off, sort of to check off a large section that we were otherwise seeing as kind of the end of the journey.
Yeah, but it kind of makes sense to do it while we're in the area.
Yeah.
Even though it's not kind of where we particularly want to be heading right now.
No, but at the same time, it's kind of like the right kind of year, because as we be coming through, right time of year, not right kind of year, as we be coming through and up the Thames and up the Oxford and everything, we'd still be able to beat all the stoppages until we got up to like past Birmingham. So it's kind of early enough in the year that if we make that decision, it's not a bad decision.
But then if we're going on the tidal Thames, I suppose that's a good time of year to do it as well.
Yes, and we'll be going the right direction. We'll be coming from sort of the tidal barrier
east
up
to west,
instead of so we won't be going out to sea, we'll be going in from sea.
Anyway, let's worry about that later. Let's just get through till we find a mooring so we can...
Yeah, so this will be a really short cruise. Locks ahead.
Locks away.
Locks away. So the 4 locks out of Braunston went pretty quick, because we met boats coming the other way at every one of them, basically. So that was nice. Made it so we could move it up pretty quick. Realized locks are easier to do, because I've been told to realize this, that when Joe's here, it's easier, because I've been told that when Joe's here, it's easier. Yeah, it's easier. I'll admit it. When she's doing all of that bit, it is easier. It's not necessarily any faster, and that's what I got some question marks about. But, what are you going to do? So, about to move towards Braunston Tunnel. Hopefully, although we had lots of luck meeting boats coming the opposite direction on the locks, it'd be better if we do not meet any boats coming the opposite direction in the tunnel. So, Anyway, the tunnel's why we've got our vests on and stuff, because it's just a better idea to have them when we're in there. So, next stop, the other side of Braunston Tunnel.
far is the tunnel?
Yes.
The tunnel. I can't reach.
4 locks and one tiny little tunnel. Look, you can squeeze it between your fingers.
Wasn't that little when we were going
so
through
small, this tunnel.
it? So the locks were good because I think Michael already said, but after the first one,
It was just boats with us, or well, coming the other way.
So every time we were going up, there was a boat in the next lock coming down. So they just left the gates open for us, and we left it for them. We swapped in the pound, and
Yeah, so we actually moved through all of that really quite quickly,
it's
which
really
was
nice.
very pleasant.
Although
Because
I
that
did-
was actually the part I was thinking was going to be the most daunting part of the day, considering we started late in the afternoon.
I did feel sorry for the last boat because I said, "How far are you going?" And she said, "We're mooring up after the locks," and I was just like, "Probably not."
Oh yeah, yeah. I heard you talking to her.
Because she didn't realise it was the boat show, so she might have gone into our mooring. I told her where our mooring was, so hopefully they got into that if one of the boats before didn't get in.
The tunnel was relatively uneventful. There was no boats passing us, although there are 2 boats going through now, so there would have been boats
Yeah,
passing
so we
us.
timed that really well because we met 4 boats before the tunnel in the locks.
There were 2
No, there was one single,
4 boats.
4 boats before, 2 boats after, but thankfully not in the tunnel. So we timed that so well.
Yeah, so we made it through the tunnel without any real surprises or anything. There was a couple of small bumps towards the end because it really shows on the map there's like this one big bend, but in reality there's like several small bends, and towards the end it just sort of there's like a double kink that took me by surprise. It's the Kinky tunnel. That's a lot of dogs walking.
And we met a viewer just at the top at lock, and he said he had the long walk back to the junction, and then as he started, like we chatted, and then he went off and he went steaming off because it's quite a long way, and then I realised like we could have given him a lift all the way to here, which would like halve his walk.
It'll probably take just as long.
Probably take longer, but sorry we didn't think to offer you a lift.
Well, we did think to offer you a lift, but by the time we thought to offer you a lift, you'd already
You're
gone.
probably halfway there anyway.
Yeah, so. And it would have been slower. It wasn't much of a cruise.
I had a little freak out in the tunnel. I really didn't like it.
Yeah, you said the claustrophobia thing sort of hit you. Probably was us talking about people falling in. You know, at the same time, like, this one's actually a fairly... I get what you mean, though. When you come through the entrance, the far side looks very dark.
You can't see the end. Like, maybe you can see a really faint light, but you just feel like you're going into, like, endless nothing. And at the boat show we were talking to someone who was talking about wearing your life jackets, and because it's really dangerous if you fall off the back. So I was like, I'm going into somewhere, Michael might fall off the back.
Michael knows not to fall off the back, though. That's the thing.
And then
I'm gonna fall off the boat. It's going to be...
My brain was working overtime. Like, is he still out there? And then you did the bow thrust, and I was like, phew, he's alive.
Thanks for watching. Make any comments you want in the doobly-doo thing below, and like, comment, subscribe, get the channel with notifications, bell thingy.
Bell.
Blinding light.
Oh, you
See, look at how small he is. Right?
George!
He's barely as big as the tunnel at this point. I can't do this. There he is. And he's moving. He's only that big, right? I can pick him up between thumb and forefinger. This is a small dog. And it had a sign that says, "Beware of dog kisses," and I'm all like, okay.
Bring it on.
You know.
I had something to say.
Because there's nothing quite like watching a pigeon and going like, "Don't do it, don't do it," and then he takes off, but he's done it. I didn't have lunch until the best dog showed up.
What did you have for snacks?
Nothing at all.
We had chips at the boat show.
Yeah, those were boat show chips. Boat show chips. Boat show chips.
They don't count. They weren't very good.
They don't count.